Wow. We were being so funny before we started recording. Now we're just sitting in silence.
We've got, like, stage fright on our own podcast.
Let's roll into it, shall we?
Welcome to WayTooBroad, a show and tell program for really, really ridiculously excited grown-ups. I'm Hannah, and these are my co-hosts, Excited Erin and Excited Ben.
Whoa, hi!
Hi, Excited Erin.
Hi, Excited Ben.
Hello.
That was pretty exciting. That was a lot of excitement.
Exciting.
It was like if your excitement was squeezed out through a tube like toothpaste. That's what it would be like.
Oh, wow, what a great visual.
What's going on? Erin, you have something up front to... Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Should we do drinks first?
Yeah.
Okay. Important. What am I drinking?
What are you drinking? Are we guessing? Oh no.
Yeah.
A shoe.
Guess.
Something out of a shoe. I don't know. Bailey's from a shoe.
No.
Okay.
No one's ever drank that except Old Greg.
Old Greg.
I'm drinking a strawberry spindrift.
Strawberry? I didn't know they had
Nice. Strawberry. Wow. Spindrift Corner.
Spindrift Corner. Welcome back to Spindrift Corner with Hannah and
You
Erin.
didn't do the sound effect last week. I was thoroughly disappointed.
You did it, though. You did it so beautifully.
I know. Okay. We'll make sure you do it this week. Right here.
Okay. You're not the boss of me, but for sure.
You're not the boss of me now. You're not.
So you guys haven't had the strawberry one?
I have had the strawberry. I had a strawberry tall boy.
I have not.
I had a tall boy.
A tall boy spindrift?
Do you know that they make tall boy
I didn't
spindrift?
know
You
that.
can find them at fucking gas stations. Next
What?
time you're on the road trip or on the road,
Trip?
you can stop at a gas station probably and get a fucking... Definitely a Sheetz. I feel like a Sheetz would hook you up.
Love
Tall boy.
sheets.
Spindrift tall boy.
I don't know if I have
Wow.
sheets out here.
What?
Well, I don't have them up here.
How expensive
What?
is gas where you guys live?
Like, do you mean like per barrel?
I think I filled up for $2.75 a gallon.
What?
$2.83 maybe.
It's like $4 here.
Holy fuck.
That's at Costco.
That's a Costco.
That's at Costco.
With a membership?
Well, you can't get gas without a membership.
I know. I just didn't know.
You can't even get in the door at Costco without a membership.
That's true. That is true. No, I got $2.69 at the closest place. Nice. Costco gas at my Costco is $2.56 right now.
That's wild.
Let's see.
It's so fucking
Yeah.
expensive
Well, don't
here.
move to California. We tried to stop you.
We came to the airport and begged you.
We held a boombox over our heads.
At Costco, it's
Exciting.
$3.86 right now.
Look,
It's gone up
you
like...
gotta go all the way to California.
I mean, it's gone up like $1 in the past month. It's fucking crazy. I don't know what happened.
What is happening?
I don't know.
Wow, that's interesting. I wonder why... I haven't seen it. I wonder why that is. That it would hit you first or more.
I don't know. We have a high
yeah.
gas tax. I know that.
Oh, that could be it.
But it can't just be that, right?
No.
There's no way.
I feel like
it just doesn't
More than a
make
full
sense.
dollar a gallon? Jesus Louise.
Jesus Louise.
All right, so you're drinking a strawberry spindrift and gasoline. Anything else? Cheap gasoline. Cheap gasoline. Anything else?
No, but I have... Oh, okay. No, that's it. That's all I'm drinking.
Okay.
Just a strawberry spindrift and gasoline. And for the record, I love a strawberry spindrift. It's very fresh strawberry tasting.
They should put that on their website. It's very fresh strawberry
Very
tasting.
fresh
Hannah Brown, Way
strawberry.
Too Broad, one of the podcasts we sponsor.
Check out their ad for strawberry or spindrift tall boys in this week's episode 86.
Strawberry spindrift tall boys, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're trying out the flavor for the first time, just go ahead and commit to a freaking tall boy. How dope.
It's good. Trust us.
I feel like that's such a great thing. Like, if you're trying to, like, not drink as much, or maybe you don't drink or you don't like to, and you want to go to a party, just roll up with a Spindrift tall boy. You'll be the envy of all.
Yeah. I can't believe they exist. That's really exciting, actually.
It's exciting. I'm kind of sad I told you, because it had occurred to me to come to a podcast recording with a Spindrift tall boy as kind of a surprise. But I kind of have one of my drinking surprise today that I've been very excited about.
Okay.
And your What Are You Drinking segment couldn't have lasted longer. I've been sitting in anticipation the whole time.
Okay, well, it's over now.
Okay.
So, Erin, what are you drinking?
Okay, the first thing I'm drinking is not the exciting one. I'm drinking a Pina Fraise La Croix.
It's
one of those tall skinnies.
Guy. Yeah.
Yeah, not a tall boy, tall guy. It's a pineapple strawberry. And I also have something really fun that I've never seen before. Molly was at just like this store that's kind of like an old-timey kind of local store. Like, they have like a bunch of local products, but then they also have like, you know, a bunch of like boxed stuff. It's kind of like this great store that's been around for a really long time in Durham, and there's no stores like it. And they had some LaCroix flavors that we hadn't seen before, including Nicola La Cola. LaCroix. Have you ever seen or heard of this?
What is it?
No.
It's cola LaCroix.
Like you're like at that store that you miss.
Like Kroger used to have it.
Yeah.
So and so I was like, oh, this must be new. I've never ever seen that. They had like 5 boxes apparently, but I thought I would do some internet research, and apparently it's been around since like at least 2017. It's notoriously difficult to find, and on their website, on the LaCroix website, they say LaCroix Nicola is currently available at various grocery chains in the Chicago area.
What the hell?
As well as Whole Foods in the Rocky Mountain region, Colorado, Kansas, New Mexico, and Utah. And for the listener, I live in Durham, North Carolina. And so I don't know why this, like...
Also, how is Kansas the Rocky Mountain region?
It's inexplicable. Nothing is making sense, Ben. So I don't know how, like, this... Like, this, I didn't even know this store carried LaCroix. Like, they're the type of people who, like, they're the type of store who carry, like, you can buy a huge cart, like a cart full of turnip greens from a local farmer, and, you know, like, a ton of processed food. I didn't even know they carried sparkling water, much less LaCroix, much less a variety that you can't even get outside of quote-unquote Rocky Mountain region that includes Kansas somehow.
Is it good?
Well...
Wow.
I mean, not really.
Was that your first sip?
No, I drank one earlier. It's not bad. It's not like a flavor I'm going to be craving, which is good, because I don't know if I'll ever be able to even
it's
see
still
it again.
seltzer water, right? But it's just like Coke flavored?
Yeah, it has no calories, no sweeteners, no sodium, Hannah. It's just Coke flavor. Some Amazon reviews complain or praise that it tastes like carbonated coriander. It's got, you know, it's kind of cinnamony. It's kind of got a little vanilla. It's got an herbaceous kind of bit to it, but all in the, like, you know, direction of tasting kind of like a cola.
Huh.
Weird.
It sounds nice.
Yeah. It's nice.
But it's not craveable.
It's not like
you.
key lime. I mean, come on. It's not like a heavy hitter like key lime.
Which I couldn't find today.
You dumbass. Just look harder.
Yeah. Just
You're
call
right,
for
the problem was me.
Key lime.
Problem was
Key lime. So anyway, that's what I'm drinking.
Wow. That's very exciting. It's really not my fault that my drink segment carried on so long today. Ben got into a whole tangent about gas prices.
He got into, like, the economy of gasoline in the United States. I don't blame you at all.
You're not qualified to talk about it.
And you guys want to know what I'm drinking? $4 gasoline.
Hannah's drinking that too. She's drinking like $3 gasoline.
Yeah.
Mine's better because it's more expensive.
Yeah, that's how it works. Ben, what do you drink?
I just got iced wander.
Ice Wander.
Mm-hmm.
Iced Wander song.
Is that like Wanderlust? Ice Wander, it's like when you're like looking around for ice.
Yeah. Yes.
Or craving it.
That's beautiful.
Just wandering around your apartment trying to remember where you keep the ice.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice ice.
Going for a turnabout the room. That made me laugh again when I was listening back. That Ben said he was walking around his friend's apartment with them.
taking a turn about the room.
Okay, I want to give a big shout out up front to our new friends at App Signal, who reached out.
Our Stroop friends.
Our Stroop friends that Erin met at, what was it called?
RailsConf.
RailsConf, who reached out to us to offer us each our own bunch of Stroop waffles so that we could all do like a tandem unboxing.
I'm so excited about that.
Yeah, so they're not here yet, but we did take them up on that offer, so look forward to that in the future, listeners.
Yeah, we heard from Roy over at App Signal who said we deserve a Stroop waffle unboxing party because of our Stroop waffle segment, which is so great.
Your Stroop waffle segment, really.
Oh. I mean, this is a team effort,
Yeah.
you know? So.
Yeah, that's true. So thanks to Roy, who is on the website called the Chief Stroop Waffle Officer.
I like to think there's one of those at every Dutch company who's just like in charge of distributing Stroop waffles to the employees.
Well, listen to this, Ben. So Molly's company is hosting another company.
Holy wow. I don't know what he's yelling about.
Wow, I hear him.
Oh, that's him. That's our boy. He's a loud one.
So anyhow, Molly's company is hosting another company from Amsterdam this week, and they brought with them a box of Stroop waffles, but like a different brand. So she brought me some, and I haven't tried them yet, but because I want to have it with a nice cup of coffee. But I mean, this is only reinforcing my suspicion that Dutch folk go around with Stroop waffles on their person.
Preaching the good word of Stroop waffles.
Distributing them. From Stroop to Stroop.
From Stroop to Stroop. I did once receive a package at my old job from a company in Amsterdam that did not contain any Stroop waffle, but I believe it might have been...
Maybe that was an oversight.
Maybe they were a fraud.
Yeah, maybe they were not actually in Amsterdam.
Yeah. I feel like that's going to be my metric. Like it's like a secret signal to let you know they're really from Amsterdam. It's like, and there's a Stroop waffle in there for you. You're like, that's the real deal.
Like in the old day, like the early days of the Christians with the fish in the sand.
Exactly.
That's great. I really got played on that. That's on me.
That's all right.
So, okay, I have two other things. I don't know if other folks have upfront stuff.
No, I don't.
I have
anymore.
one thing.
Okay.
Oh, you want me to do it now? I thought you were going to do your things first.
No?
Okay.
No, why would you think that?
Mine is something that I was thinking about being my obsession, but I just decided I wanted to be an upfront thing instead. Vampire Weekend has a new album out this week that I really enjoy. It's like it's not like my favorite album ever, which is why I'm not going to talk about it as an obsession, because that's my criteria. But I really liked their first two albums. I didn't love their third album that much, and this fourth one sounds a lot different than either of the other three, I think, and also has like 4 duets on it with Danielle Haim from Haim, the Haim sisters, you know.
Oh, yeah. No, I love them.
And I haven't listened to them, but I really want to now because I love her voice. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Because I'm a real sucker for like a a strong, deep female voice. I love female singers with deep voices, like Dua Lipa and whichever Roach sister is the one with the deeper voice. I don't remember which. I think it's Margie. Is that one of them?
Fiona Apple.
Fiona Apple too. Yeah.
Suzy, maybe.
Who? Sophie? No, I think Sophie is like the high pitched one.
It wasn't one of them named Suzy.
Suzzy's definitely. I think Suzy is the like alto. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. So they're really. It's a good record. My recommendations would be Harmony Hall, which is like the single, kind of the big single off it from what I can tell. And Married in a Gold Rush, which is one of the duets, and then also the song Sunflower, which features a guest guitarist named Steve Lacy, who is from a band I've never heard of called The Internet, and also who is only like 20 years old, but is extremely talented. So give it a listen.
Nice. Oh, good. She's on multiple songs. That's great.
They're the people who did the Father of the Bride soundtrack. I'm just seeing now on Spotify.
That's the name of the...
Oh, man, cool. I should have said the name of it at any point. That would have made that joke hit harder for the listener, I think. I just realized I never said the name of the album in that whole time.
It's Father of the Bride is the name of the album.
I think Danielle Haim also does like backing vocals on almost every track, because there's definitely a female voice that you can hear in a lot of them.
Vampire Weekend is one of those bands that, like, I never think that I like them, or I always feel like I must have grown out of them, and then I'll go back and listen to, like, their music, and I'll be like, oh, actually, this is, like, really, really good. Like, even when I was in college and they were, like, at their absolute peak of popularity, and I, like, somehow... I don't even know if I bought tickets or what happened, but I ended up at one of their concerts. I was convinced I wasn't going to enjoy myself. And then I had so much fun, and they were really great.
Like, I've just never really listened to
their
them.
First album is like really, really good.
It's really good.
Which one?
It's called Vampire Weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Self-titled.
Oh, Oxford Comma, I've heard this song.
Yeah, you've probably heard a few of their songs, even if you don't know it.
Yeah. Cool, I'll check out that album.
I'm a sucker for a female voice I can hear. Like you said. So.
You guys should both listen to Haim if you haven't too. They're really, really good.
Ben, when you said it's really different, do you mean than their other stuff or than music? It's like really different.
It's like not even music, you know?
It's like really different.
It's like transcendent.
I like it.
It's like God above.
It's like a cola liqueur flavor. It's like really different.
It's like if there was a music flavor of liqueur. You know?
They're playing in Raleigh
like
on
it's
June
bubbly.
21st.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Vampire Weekend, not liqueur.
That'd be a good name for a band. Liqueur.
Yeah.
So I have a music recommendation also. That's one of the things.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
What
Holy
is it?
Okay,
shit, so I heard this song on the radio today.
Oh my fucking god.
Whoa, what's happening?
What the fuck?
All right, let's hear this. Official...
What is happening?
What?
Ben is just continuing to do that. He was like riding off the first reaction of you, like, I have a music and then just like continued. That's all that's happening, I promise.
That's all that happened.
Wait, what did I say?
You were like, I have a music recommendation. And Ben was like, oh, fuck. And then he just kept going. That's all that happened.
Okay.
You didn't miss anything.
Okay. So, First of all, if anybody listening to this happens to have satellite radio in their car, if you fancy like me, you should check out the station called Venus.
If anyone else listening is rich.
Is also rich.
I'm not rich, I'm just fancy.
Right. Yeah, you don't have to be rich to be fancy. That's a fact.
Yeah. There's a station on satellite radio on like Sirius whatever XM called Venus, and it just plays like kind of a mix of things, but a lot of it is like strong female vocalists. Like there was like a Cardi B song on there the other day earlier today, and this one I heard on there too. It's called Friends by Marshmello and Anne Marie. I've sort of heard of Marshmello. I think that they're more the producer of this music, and then the singer is Anne Marie. And I just posted it in the Slack for you guys. If you want to listen to it all now, that's fine. But I'll tell you the reason that I like it is because it's a song written from the perspective of the woman who has like respectfully turned down a guy that she doesn't see in a romantic way, and he's just continuing to badger her and badger her and badger her. We so often see the other side of this story portrayed, especially in music, where it's like, I'm just gonna keep trying until you love me, and like also in like movies and TV. And so to like hear this side of it and like stated so like clearly and with such like a catchy hook, like something you can really just like put as your aim away message when someone's driving crazy, if that were still a thing. It's, you know, it's just like, I like it. I think it's good.
Nice. I love it, and I'm listening to it now, and this video is really cool too.
I love this video.
And it's also making me like remember that I like absolutely hate like the term friend zone.
It's so
or, like,
shitty.
the like, oh, I got friend zone. It's just like the absolute worst. But this is great.
Yeah, which
like it's called being friends with someone of a different gender.
Exactly. It's called No One Owes You Sex Ever. Not ever.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it. I also have a music recommendation that's not an obsession.
I thought you didn't have any up. Hold on. You said you didn't. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
I changed my mind.
Protocol. It's just been thrown out the window. I don't even.
Exploded.
You're
mind.
attacking our norms and institutions.
I changed my mind!
All right.
Have you all heard of the artist King Princess?
Of course. No? I haven't.
Oh my god. Ben, I'm a little tender about coming with enthusiasm about something you might have heard now. Just go easy on me. I need like 3 more weeks. Okay. King Princess is gay music. It's really great. She doesn't have a ton of stuff online, on Spotify, I mean, but I was listening to it today and it's really good. Such classics as Pussy is God is one of her titles. And it's a great song. She also, I was listening to Fiona Apple today because she has a cover of Fiona Apple's I Know off of Fiona's Apple's, the one with really long names.
Why didn't she ever name an album Fiona's Apples?
Fiona's Apples.
It was right there.
I should email her.
We need to email Beyonce to make this happen.
Apple. Dear Miss Apple.
Oh man.
Anyway. Oh man. It's both a cover of Fiona's Apples. I Know. Which is from her When the Pawn album. But it also features Fiona and her apples.
Is that what she calls her backing band? Fiona and the Apples.
Oh man. That's good. Okay.
I don't think this is from that album, though.
I Know is from her When the Pawn album.
Oh, When the Pawn, yeah. Oh, yeah, sorry. The
Not
one
from her apples. How about these apples? Album.
You like apples? How about this apple? Fiona. That's cool. So you were also listening to Fiona Apple.
I was listening to Fiona today.
I love her.
She's so good. She's so good.
She has multiple albums with long names.
That's true, but this is the one that I think is like the longest album name. I think
it's
the
too
longest
long.
album name.
Gotta shorten it up. Fiona's Apples from now on.
Fiona's Apples Volume 1 through whatever many you make.
each one will just be called Apple, and they'll be her apples.
Like, no, it's gonna be that. Now that's what I call Fiona's apples.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. That's what I call apples.
Man.
Oh man. Oh man, I totally like kind of outed myself as a teenage Christian at a work dinner because we were joking about like the Now volumes. Like I was joking about like the restaurant had like was playing like, you know, music from like the the late 90s, early 2000s, and I was like, it was like they were playing a Wow album. And my coworker was like, "Don't you mean Now? I think Wow is the Christian version." And I was like, "Oh man, totally wowed."
Oh heck!
Oh heck! Anyway,
Oh man, I like that. I gotta start saying that more. Oh heck!
Oh heck!
Oh heck! Oh shoot!
Feels good.
Oh, I think it is the longest album title. I don't know if it still is. When it came out, it broke the longest album title. The When the Pawn. Sorry, I was just doing
It's too long.
It's too long.
It's too long.
Have we read the whole?
I can read it.
Read it.
Right now I haven't. When the pawn hits the conflicts, he thinks like a king. What he knows throws the blows when he goes to the fight, and he'll win the whole thing. Before he enters the ring, there's no body to batter when your mind is your might. So when you go solo, you hold your own hand and remember that depth is the greatest of heights. If you know where you stand, then you know where to land. And if you fall, it won't matter because you'll know that you're right.
It's too
Wow.
much.
It's a poem
It's just
she
too,
wrote.
it's just too much.
How
That's a
about them
poem, yeah.
apples?
It's just too much.
Yeah. How about Fiona's apples?
How about them?
Okay. My other thing is short and sweet.
Great. Like an apple.
Okay. Like an apple.
Like Fiona's famous apples.
Okay. I just had to. That's her best of album.
Don't forget this Mother's Day to send your mom one of Fiona's famous apples.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay. So I wanted to tell you guys this joke that I made at work because it went completely unnoticed and unappreciated at work, and I think you guys would like it.
Awesome. Love it.
Okay. So we are going to be having a brainstorm in a couple of months. I was in a meeting to prepare for creating the agenda for the brainstorm, like you do in
To
office
prepare
type
for
environment.
creating the agenda.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
For
For
a
a brainstorm
brainstorm.
happening in a couple
Yeah.
of months.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I took it as an action from the agenda prep meeting to schedule the agenda meeting, right? So I went
Wow.
back to my desk and I wrote, I found a time that worked for people, and I decided to call the meeting, brainstorm agenda brainstorm. and then
Awesome. Love it.
And then in the body of the thing where you're supposed to put like your agenda, I put agenda, brainstorm agenda.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. Oh, wow. That's beautiful. Brainstorm
Thank
agenda, brainstorm. Agenda, brainstorm agenda. Oh, it's gorgeous.
That's amazing.
It's gorgeous.
That's all there was in the whole thing. I was so proud of it. And they
I
just
love it.
accepted it and moved on with their lives, and nobody
No.
said anything.
No,
No.
come on. You gotta appreciate
I would have
that.
sent you a Fiona's famous apple for that amazing joke. That's what I would have done. I love that. I feel like at work, I'm so, not when I'm speaking with my coworkers, but in the actual work I'm doing, I always like think of funny things to do, but then I don't do them because I'm like, I'm professional. But I love when you can just like do it and it like works.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you were accurate
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yep.
It reminds me of that. Have we talked about, like, you can make a sentence, a grammatically correct sentence using only the word buffalo?
Mm-hmm.
Have we talked about this?
I know about this. I don't know that we've talked about it.
I know about it, but I think it's from Reply All.
I feel like we have talked about it.
It's like 7 buffaloes in a row or something.
Yeah.
Buffalo,
Yeah.
buffalo. I've never understood how the 7th buffalo happened.
It's
You
8
sounded
of 8.
like you were trying to remember the sentence.
It's just
Buffalo.
There's 7 buffaloes. Let me see if I can remember it.
Buffalo.
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 Oh.
Okay, it's like buffalo from buffalo, and then buffalo the verb, and then they buffalo other buffalo.
It's like buffalo from buffalo, that buffalo, other buffalo from buffalo, buffalo from buffalo.
Wow. We should move on. This is bad.
Buffalo is not a real word anymore.
It never was, as far as I'm concerned.
No words are real.
All right, should we jump in then?
All right, let's do that thing that we
Pop
do.
in.
It's
Okay.
Hannah first.
Hannah
It's
first.
me first. I am excited. I have to bring to the table today a web-based, like browser-based game.
Oh,
that
fun.
I'm excited to hear whether you guys have heard of it.
Okay.
I'm going to send you a link to this too. Excuse me.
Heard as in like listened or heard of, or heard as in heard of buffalo.
I'm
Nice.
just gonna. This is looking.
Is it a herd
weird,
of buffalo
so I'm gonna-
buffalo or buffalo from somewhere else? And are they buffaloing any other buffalo?
Buffalo.
No buffalo were harmed in the making of this segment. I'm sending you a link to a website called Geoguessr.
Ooh.
Heard of it?
No.
That was no burp. I had to burp, and I also had to say no, so I thought I would consolidate.
Oh, I love it.
I'm saving
Okay.
time.
So,
This
Should
is
I play it
fun.
right now?
single
This
player,
is
yeah.
fun.
So Geoguessr actually came out in like 2013, and I do remember at the time playing it a bit. So
wait,
people may have
what?
heard of it, but it basically the way that you play is that this website has every, like, it just like pulls from Google Maps all of the sort of street view images that exist in the world, and it will take you and just plop you in a random spot in the whole world that has street view anywhere. Like any of the stuff that it has, you could end up there all over the world.
God, this is so fun.
It's so fun. So then you have to guess where you are based on like the clues around you. So usually you're on a road. Sometimes you're not. There are actually like sometimes there are buildings that are on street view. Like usually they're like somewhat famous in the area. But one time I just ended up on a fucking boat and I couldn't even move around.
I'm just in the middle of nowhere.
But where were you?
I don't. I was in India. But,
Okay.
But it was not a big boat. It was like a little dinghy. Like it had like arrows, like you could move on a road, but it didn't move. It just was a lie. But yeah, so it's really, really fun because you kind of feel like a detective, and also like you're learning stuff about like the world without having to actually get off the couch. And it's just super, super fun. And it can be really, the rounds can be like really easy. Like if it drops you like near a really important road sign or in just a place that is like more urban, then you have like a lot of clues to deal with. If it doesn't,
I'm playing right now, and I have a sign. What language is that, you guys? This is so
Let
fun.
me see.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
That kind of looks like maybe a
Netherlands?
like Dutch.
yeah, like something like that. Yeah.
Although
yeah.
I'd expect more double vowels if it was Dutch.
So the sign says, It's just a sign on a building, and it says it's kind of like a farmhousey area for the listener. It's kind of like a country road, and I thought at first it could be like any country road in America, but then there's this sign on the side of this like red kind of barn looking building, and it's GNISSLAKOJAN.
Oh, that's an N?
Yeah, I think
Would
so.
it be cheating to Google that word?
So Ian's very strict about it. We tend to play together. And he does not allow Googling at all.
At all?
No, nothing.
Oh. Okay, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, it is. Well, it is fun.
Ian is a tough boss, but I respect him. You know what I mean.
He's tough but fair. Yeah,
yeah, with good reason. It's not arbitrary. I feel like there's a reason.
The sense of accomplishment is definitely better if you didn't Google anything.
Yeah,
like you feel like a true detective, like that HBO show. If you win, if you are in a country where they like don't even speak your language and none of the signs are in your language and you're still able to figure out where you are, you feel like a fucking superhero. So like I would recommend at least trying to play that way, but not everybody has to answer to Ian. So if you want to Google things,
I feel like I would just let him down and he would know somehow. Wow, these buildings are cool. You know what, Hannah? I feel like you guys are going to get into a situation where you're like, car. Fucking, yeah, I got a license plate. Right? I feel like you're going to be in a fucking situation where you're somehow abandoned in the middle of nowhere. You don't know where you are. Like you're kidnapped and then you're set free, but you don't know where you are.
It got dark so fast.
And then, well, listen, this is going to be good. And then you're going to be like, this is totally, check that this side. And then you're going to be like, you're going to be with somebody else and they're going to be like, this is hopeless. How will we ever find our way? And you're like, hold on, I know exactly where we are. Using clues from my surroundings. Look at this.
The thing that has been, we've been playing enough that I'm waiting for it to come through. Oh, yeah. See? It's so fun.
I'm in Sweden. I have to be in Sweden.
Huh?
Björkbach. It's Björk's house. It's the back of Björk's house.
Iceland. Could be. It could be Iceland. So we've gotten completely the wrong side of the world before, but we've also gotten as close as like 20 feet away, which is like a perfect score. Like you can't really do better than that. Like you can really zero in if you want to, and it does like take a long time. Sometimes, but it's like really, really fun when you're like matching up like rivers and like buildings and stuff to try to get it exactly where you're standing. That's like really, really fun. And it's also like seeped its way, sort of like how, like the Tetris effect where you'll like imagine Tetris playing in your head if you play enough of it.
Yeah.
I've had that with this game when I'm driving around. I'll like look around and see like, what would I use to help me? I'll be like, oh, look, if that's the Rhode Island, blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, I'd know right away. Like,
I feel like that's only advantageous for you.
Yeah, I think it's great. It's going to help me and it does actually also, I think, sort of stretch your ability to kind of remember, like, your sense of direction almost, because you have to move away from your starting point in order to, guess accurately most of the time, but you have to guess based on where you started. So, like, you have to know how you got to where there is, by the way, for you or anybody else listening, there is a little flag thing to the left of the screen when you're playing that does return you to where you started. So if you get really lost. Yeah, nice. I didn't notice that for a while.
Okay. I have a question, Hannah.
Yes.
I have several questions.
Okay.
Okay. How far does Ian let you travel in either direction?
There are no rules about how far I can travel in either direction. But
cool.
I do
Does
feel
he
like
police himself?
No.
In that regard? Okay.
No, we'll go as far. I mean, sometimes we'll just like I think Ben is experiencing right now, maybe you just end up in the literal middle of nowhere. Yeah. Like you're on a dirt road. There's nothing distinguishing about it. And you just have to click forever until you get somewhere. Yeah, and look for billboards and stuff. Oh, one time. And then you also see like hilarious things.
That was cool. Huh? It says .pl on this billboard for the website.
Yeah. Dope.
Isn't that great? And like, sometimes you see like the most hilarious things. Like one time we were tooling around what we later found out was Virginia, and we were like looking at all the signs and stuff around, and we saw this like tiny cottage, like decrepit cottage on the side of the road. And it just had a huge sign in front of it that just said flea market. And we just like both like cracked up. We've actually started a Google Doc. It only has one thing in it now, but I would recommend this as you're like, if you play any of this, create a Google Doc and just start screenshotting like the funny stuff that you see.
This is so cool, Hannah.
Because there's a lot of it. Yeah, it's super fun. It's very addictive. I love it.
There are people riding horses.
Yeah, you see all kinds of weird stuff, crazy stuff. Yeah.
How did you hear about this?
You know, I think Ian and I both played a little of it when it first came out. It like swept through our social circles. We might have actually, if it came out in 2013, we were already dating, so we probably played it together then. And then we just stopped playing it. And then recently, he just like remembered it existed and started playing it again. And we've been like playing it after dinner, like pretty much every night. And sometimes that's like a very bad idea. Cause like, for instance, we decided to just play a quick round after Game of Thrones on Sunday. And we were up, Game of Thrones ended at like 10:30 and we were up until like midnight playing Geoguessr.
How many rounds do you do? Like, how certain are you before you guess?
It depends. Like, if I really can't like catch a break, then sometimes we'll just like guess based on like what kind of climate we think we're looking at, and like any clue of like just any dumb little thing. We'll just like place a peg on the map to get to the next thing. But a full game of this is 5 rounds, so you have like 5 rounds to get as high a score as possible. But I will say it doesn't keep track of your past scores, so I don't know whether we're improving or not. You have to like pay monthly in like it's like $2 a month in order to be able to like track your scores and stuff. Which like it's a great game. I'm not going to pay them $2 a month for it, though.
Yeah, this is really cool.
I would pay them like $10 once for it. I wouldn't pay them $2 a month.
Yeah, I can't read this. There's a sign on the back of this car that I can't read. This is really dope.
I'm going to have to now ask everyone to minimize their games of Geoguessr so we can move on to the next person.
But this is so cool, and I feel like, oh man, what's this animal? I feel like you could start, it's a cow. I feel like you could start your, like, travel list. Like, you're like, oh man, this place looks really cool. I'm going to put this on my places to go. What a beautiful sunset.
Ian texted me absolutely not, which I think was about Googling. So he's
okay. I went out of bounds. I think I have another technical Google question.
Okay.
What if you're bad at geography and you're like, I know this is in, for instance, Iceland, but I'm like not really sure where Iceland is because I'm a bad, I didn't pay attention to geography class. Be allowed.
I mean,
but what does Ian say? I want to know what Ian says.
I don't think that would be allowed. I think he'd just say, like, scroll around the map until you find it.
Okay.
Because if you,
the places are labeled
especially
on the
with
map.
Countries, it labels.
Oh, they
them.
are?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. No, this would be too hard if things weren't labeled.
Okay, that was my question.
No. It's labeled like Google Maps is, so it's not like it'll show you everything, like, all at once, but the more you zoom in, the more detail you see.
Okay, I see, yeah. I thought it was just going to be a blank map like it was initially.
Oh no, that would
This
be
is dope.
impossible.
I'm really excited. Holy moly, so cool. Okay.
Yay, I'm glad that you guys hadn't heard of it. Yeah, everybody should try it. It's really fun if you have like kind of the patience to do the scrolling around the map part. I will say that's like my least favorite part. When you know what city you're in, you know what country you're in, but you then have to find it on the map. Or like if you find a highway number and you're looking for it on the map, it can really hurt your eyes and be like really annoying. But when you find it again, you feel like a superhero. So like it tends to be worth it.
Can you do a Could you do a satellite view rather than this, like, other view?
I don't think
on the map
does that, no.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah. Cool. So that's mine. Geoguessr. Fun, addictive game.
Fun.
There'll be a link in the description, and there'll be a link on the Twitter for people to play.
Fun.
Yeah. Erin, what's your obsession?
Mine's really super short. It's not really. I didn't have anything particularly I've been obsessed with. But I'm kind of like generally obsessed with something that's kind of a duplicate, but not really. I've just kind of been like really excited about spring, as I want to do. I think I've been excited about summer in a past obsession, but just like right now we're getting our spring CSA for the first time, so we have like a lot of really fresh farm vegetables. Our spring garden is just beautiful. Molly did a ton of hard work on our garden. We're growing snap peas, and those are like a snap pea like grew in its entirety yesterday. Like I like had looked at it it was a Wednesday night, and there were no peas, there were just a lot of flowers. And then I came out yesterday was Wednesday. There were no peas on it Tuesday night, and then I came out Wednesday night, and there was like an entire whole pea. It was really cool. I freaked out. I kind of ran around with excitement. So yeah, I've just been like really enjoying spending time in the garden. Every day when Molly and I get home from work, we go out and water the garden together and catch up and talk about our day and look at all the baby plants and talk about them and get excited about them. So yeah, we've got like snap peas and parsley, and we're growing some like cool new stuff that we haven't grown before, like cucamelons. I'm growing some cantaloupes. We've got green beans, a lot of herbs, peppers, tomatoes. Just a lot of like fun little babes, little plant babes. And we also joined a meat CSA this spring that we've had for about a month, where every month we get like a bunch of like local fresh meat from a local farm. And that's been like delicious. And I've been having a lot of fun like meal planning with all the vegetables that we're getting from our CSA and all the meat that we're getting, and kind of like making meal plans. And then at some point we'll have all of our garden produce too to consider. So it's just been really nice, and we've been eating on the screen porch and spending time outside. And I just love it. It's so nice. Such nice weather. So yeah, I've been just really excited about that.
That's nice.
That's so nice.
Yeah. Look at Como. Wow.
Wow, what a nice boy.
Nice. It's the podcat.
Just today, Erin, all of our flowering trees that we've been waiting to pop finally all popped at the same time.
Pop.
Oh, that's
Pop,
gorgeous.
Freaking stunning. There's like three or four different layers of different colors out there.
That's nice.
I love the spring.
Take me some pictures if you want.
I will. I have a picture. Actually.
It's also nice too, because in our garden there's a soaker hose under one of the beds, and that kind of just like slowly releases water, and the bees, and we have kind of a drip in our hose. So, so it kind of like is constantly, not full blast, but it's constantly kind of dripping in there. And the bees have been drinking from that. Like that's where they've been getting their water. So there's also like always honeybees like in our garden, like drinking water, which is kind of just delightful. They're just like going to town. So it's nice. We've got a lot of nice garden scenes happening. We also have a thicket of raspberries that are really blowing up. Yeah, it's kind of amazing to me, like how quickly the things are growing. It just feels like you do a lot of waiting when you first plant them, and then they just grow so fast.
Spring is sprung. What can I say?
Spring is sprung.
What else can I say?
What can I say?
Spring is sprung.
Yeah. Such nice flowers.
Awesome. Yeah.
Love it.
Great
love
job,
it. Love
spring.
it.
I wish we had more sun. We would grow more vegetables. What'd you say, Ben?
I have sun. You want me to lend you sun?
No, thank you.
I think the gas gets more expensive the more sun you have.
Is that all you were going to say, Ben? I thought you had something else.
No, that was it.
I thought you were going to say something a little more interesting.
No, that's it. That's me.
That's my obsession in the end.
That's all I have.
Cool.
Just spring.
Springtime.
Spring and all the fixins that come with spring.
And all the fixins.
All the fixins.
Yeah, you have a great springtime yard.
Yeah, it's true. The only thing I don't like about spring is that everything's growing really fast, including the grass that we have to mow. And our lawnmower's not loving spring. It's not working at all.
Oh,
so
dear.
that's the only thing non-spring that I don't find exciting.
Excites
The
spring.
weeds, too, grow fast.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
Yes, they do.
We do have a lot of dandelions in our front and side yard.
Make a salad.
Andy.
Yeah. They're big. They'd probably be juicy or whatever.
That
What do
is
you want from a
that's
dandelion?
We did have our first garden crop, which was Molly had planted a bunch of sunflowers,
Uh-huh.
and we had to thin them out.
Uh-huh.
And sunflower shoots are delicious
Didn't know that.
and nutty. Yeah, they're microgreen. And they're like really, they've got a lot
What
of
does that
antioxidants and vitamins. It means they're small greens, Ben.
But I thought shoots were... What does shoots mean?
They're like a pea shoot. So microgreen is a vegetable green harvested after the cotyledon leaves have developed. Not to be confused with sprouts or shoots.
Well, so what's happening here then?
So I think the cotyledon leaves are the seed leaves, like the leaves that are in the seed. And so it's like when you grow a plant, when a plant loves itself very much, it'll grow and it'll pop up out of the ground and it'll have two little leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And those leaves are not representative of the way that the plant's leaves look. Those are like the beginner leaves.
Okay.
And then they grow, they're like real leaves.
I see.
You're like,
So-
these leaves don't count.
Yeah, it's like no whammies. I think poor Molly's gonna listen. A cotyledon leaves is a significant part of the embryo within the seed of a plant, and it is defined as the embryonic leaf in a seed-bearing
It's like
plant.
the baby
Wow.
leaf.
Yeah, one of which are the first leaves to appear in a germinating seed. But it's not like, right, like, you know, like what a squash leaf looks like or something.
Definitely.
Oh,
Totally.
100% I know that.
Everybody.
Who doesn't know that,
Yeah.
Erin? I mean, come on.
It like
Do you even have to
fucking
say
looks
it?
different.
No, I get what you're saying.
It fucking looks
I
different. Because it's
understand.
not like the leaf of a, you know what I mean. Anywho.
Yeah.
So anyway, you can just grab that, and that's a microgreen.
Bam,
Ben-
it's a microgreen.
Has moved his camera down so we can look at Como on his lap. But, like, functionally, what it looks like is, like the villain guy
Yes.
from, what's
Austin
the name
Powers.
of that? No. The one where you never see his face, and he has a bunch of gadgets. Inspector Gadget.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what he looks like. I am here to tell you.
What's the name of that guy?
What with all the gadgets? He's
We
an
don't even
inspector.
know it. We don't even know his name.
Inspector Gadget bad guy. Dr. Claw. He looks like Dr. Claw.
He does look like Dr. Claw, except without the claw.
Even the
And one
cat
day
is the
he'll
right
be a
color.
doctor. One day he'll be a doctor.
Oh.
So
I'll change
we
my
will
name to
call him
Claw.
Dr. Claw. You better. You fucking better.
He is cute, though.
He sure is. He's loving these neck scratches.
Yeah. He's nice.
He's purring, but you can't hear it because he purrs very quietly.
He's perfect just the way he is.
He's very nice.
Well, that's all I have to say for this.
That's very nice. Sounds like you got a
Okay.
good situation going on.
Look up sunflower microgreens your fucking self.
I can't. I got a kitty. I got a pet.
Yeah,
Well,
Dr.
do you-
Claw.
Think you'll be able to tell us what your obsession is, Ben?
Yeah.
With the kitty there?
It's a television program.
oh.
and it's- Like, honestly, the first new comedy I've watched that I've just laughed out loud for like almost the entirety of every episode
Ooh.
for a long time. It's a sketch show on Netflix. It's called I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson.
Oh,
It's so
I've heard of it.
fucking funny. It's so funny. Como, what are you doing? Okay. All right.
Como,
Como
it's
has
funny.
left.
It's so funny.
So I heard about it first from when Tim Robinson was on Comedy Bang Bang promoting the show, and he was very funny on that, which made me interested in watching his show. And then I told Kylie I was interested, and then she started watching it without me. And was like, it's really funny, and she rewatched it with me because it's so fucking funny. It's just like a lot of the sketches it's just like straight up just like a sketch show. That's like, it's just funny classic sketch show kind of thing. And a lot of them are like taking somewhat real life situations and just taking them to like the most extreme absurd ends that you possibly can. Like one of them is about a guy who has a bumper sticker on the back of his car that says honk if you're horny, and some guy just keeps following him around honking constantly. And, like, it just like gets more ridiculous. Like Patty Harrison is in a sketch where she gets like extremely mad that no one will laugh at her office jokes. Like, it's just like it's just so fucking good. I think my favorite sketch is, I don't want to like try to describe any, because it's hard to like tell how funny they are. But I will say I think my favorite ones are the one that's like set at a birthday party where someone's opening a bunch of gifts. So you'll know once that one starts. Yeah. Have you seen it, Hannah?
Yeah, I have seen it.
And have you've seen the hot dog one too? The hot dog car? That's like my other favorite one.
Yeah, I've seen all of it.
Oh, okay, good. Isn't it fucking hilarious?
Yes, it's very funny.
It's so funny. There are a lot of really funny people in it too. Like Patty Harrison and Will Forte is in a sketch.
Yeah.
And
there's a lot of cameos.
Yeah, Vanessa Bayer. And that sketch is really funny too. There's so many. It's just, and there's only 6 episodes. They're each like 15 minutes. So it's very quick, and I literally was like laughing out loud. Like I don't know. Like I don't laugh out loud at comedies a whole lot, to be honest. I'm not like a huge laugher guy. But like,
I'm not a huge laugher guy.
Like if I'm watching like a sitcom, like even like Parks and Rec is obviously hilarious, but it wouldn't make me laugh out loud like every episode all the time.
Right.
But like this show, like almost every sketch is just like at least something in it will make me crack up out loud. It's so fucking good.
Wow, I'm really excited to watch this.
It's produced by executive produced by The Lonely Island, and Akiva Schaffer of The Lonely Island directed, I think, every episode with someone else whose name I forget. Tim Robinson created it. It's just good. It's just good. I didn't know Tim Robinson from anything else. I know he was a writer on SNL, and he was in
briefly, I think. Yeah,
and he was in Detroiters, which I never saw, but I heard was good, with Sam Richardson, who was in a few episodes also, and is great in Veep.
He's like a face that I know, but I couldn't tell you from what.
Yeah, well, I know he was in an episode of the Comedy Bang Bang TV show with
what's his name again?
Tim Robinson. And the reason it's called I Think You Should Leave is because basically every sketch like is about a character who you would just say that to if you were in the situation. Like, I think it's probably best if you just leave right now.
That's interesting. I didn't really notice that. That makes me kind of want to watch it again with that thought in mind.
That's basically what he said on Comedy Bang Bang, so that's how I was watching it that's what I was thinking when I watched it the first time. Because he said that's like a common trope in a lot of sketches, not just like in his show in particular. It's just like a common thing is to have like one kind of absurd character who should leave.
Yeah, well, it was like you were saying, the thing I said to Ian after we finished watching it was like every single sketch went on like 2 to 3 times as long as I expected it to. And it kept on like heightening
It
and
just
heightening.
kept getting
And
more
sometimes-
absurd and ridiculous.
Yeah, and like there were a few, like a small handful where I was like, okay, enough now. But for the most part, it just like it reminded me of sort of the experience of watching that you know, when Kristen Schaal and
Kurt Braunohler.
yeah, when they had to do that horse dance thing on stage, and it's like so long that it's like it starts out funny, and then it gets like really like, oh my god, is this still happening? Like no one's laughing, and then it like
gets
circles
way
back around to
funnier.
being funny.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
coin star.
Yes.
Like the
yes,
coin
it is
star,
like
yeah.
the coin star.
And it's not working.
So I go to the coin star. And it's not working.
Yeah,
And it's never working.
it's not.
I go to the coin star and it's never working.
So I go to the
It's
coin
not
star.
exactly the same because it's never working. But you know, like it's not as repetitive as either of those examples.
Yeah.
But it's, you know,
But it's that same
similar
it is
feeling.
that same kind of thing where it's like, holy shit, you're still pushing this premise. Like you're really pushing this premise as far as it can go. And you're still going. Oh wow, you're still going. And I think
you should stop.
90% of the time I think 90% of the time they end up like circling back around to being even funnier than it was to begin with.
Yeah,
Which
definitely.
is difficult with that kind of comedy, I think. But yeah, they did a great job.
Nice. I was thinking that I could listen to the coin star thing.
Yeah.
I think I could listen to it all day and continue to find it funny all day
And
long.
it never works.
So I go to the coin star.
So, this reminded me of a thing that happened at Target today. What was that?
Kylie just came back.
Oh, hi, Kylie.
Hi guys.
Hi, Kylie.
So, we were at Target today, and Ian had said something about how he wanted us to get Pete's coffee. And as I was starting to repeat the word Pete's kind of under my breath, I was just kind of like, Pete's? Like, he started a new question, which was, do you think I should get some... He was going to ask about making something, and he's saying, do you think I should? And I'm saying pee. And then he stops what he was saying and stares at me and then just goes pee. And like, functionally, what he said to me out loud at Target was, do you think I should try to make some pee? I laughed till I was crying in the middle of the Target refrigerated section.
Do you think I should make some pee?
I mean, I can.
I can always
You can always make a pee. You can always bust a piss.
Yeah.
Busted piss.
I'm just one of those people. I can always pee.
Me too. I can always pee.
Like always. I
don't
can
need
always
to.
make some pee. This is reminding me of a weird Target experience I had. Can I share it with you?
Yeah. Of course.
Also, as a way to just get it out of my system too. I was at Target. It was in Minneapolis, and I wanted some pre-hard boiled eggs for my hotel mini fridge.
Okay.
For like a quick breakfast to get before the conference. And so I go to the egg section, and there's an employee there stocking eggs, but there's no pre-hard boiled eggs. So I ask him, "Do you have any pre-hard boiled eggs?" And he scans where the empty shelf is, and he says, "Well, I have like a couple bags." And I could go all the way in the back and get them for you if you really need them. And I said, yes, thank you. That would be great. And he was like, okay.
Oh my god.
Like,
I'm sorry to
I
put
love
you
that,
out. Jesus
I
Christ.
was like, I literally have no way to cook my own eggs. I actually do need these. I guess need is a strong word. I can't
Also,
like,
yeah, I don't have to explain my egg needs to you.
I know.
Just
I was
go
like,
get my eggs. That's
you're
what
the
we're
person-
being paid for.
I know, like, you're the person. This is the place. I am the person who wants to like, this is the scenario.
This is
Yeah.
what we're here
this
for.
is-
This is
Capitalism at work, baby. Like,
we're both doing what
So
we're
like-
supposed to do here.
he comes back with one bag. I don't know why he didn't grab the other one too, and kind of like slings it at me. And I was like, thanks. And he said to me, no problem.
Some problem, though.
I really felt there was some problem all the way in the back.
I mean, I could go all the way in the back. If I ever said, I feel like that's
he walked a fine line of like, I didn't feel he was just like just friendly enough that like he wasn't pissy, but he was friendly, sincerely friendly. It was a weird mix. I've never encountered anything like it. I felt comfortable imposing on him, yet still understood that this was a huge imposition for him. It was
wow,
amazing.
he really
No
played
problem.
that perfectly then. I think that's right where he wanted
he really
to be.
did. I think so.
what a skilled worker.
Should I make some pee?
Do you think I should try to make some pee? Oh, it was so good.
Oh man.
Yeah. So that's the new Target Stories segment.
If you have a Target story, give us a call.
Yeah.
We'll play it on pod in the Target story section.
Yeah. So, Ben, great obsession. Erin, great obsession.
Thank you.
Should we
Hannah,
do
great
homework?
obsession.
Thank you.
I thought you were about to congratulate yourself on a great obsession, which I would totally endorse.
I should have, but I didn't think of it. What? Okay, sorry. I got mixed up in my own notes. Really confused for a second.
Wow.
It says here we haven't even started yet.
Hello and welcome to WayTooBroad.
Okay, so homework? Are we ready for homework?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Any more Target
It's
stories?
No, I don't have any Target stories.
Okay.
Ben, go get a Target story this week. That's your homework.
Oh, man.
Go collect a Target
Kylie
story.
just got back from Target. Maybe she has some stories.
Oh,
That's a
ask
Target
if she has any
story.
Target stories.
Yeah, ask
Kylie.
her. Just ask her. No, like background.
Kylie. She's not here. I don't know. She must. Oh, maybe she's 2 trips. Maybe she went back out to get something from the car, and I didn't notice.
Maybe she went back to Target.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a story.
That's the story. All right, as soon as she
Kylie
walks
lives
in,
at
ask
Target
her.
now. That's my Target story.
Cool.
That's next time she walks in, ask her.
I do have another little tiny Target story, which is
Oh, great!
I actually did I did the survey at the bottom of the receipt today because I was so delighted with the service that we received at checkout. It was this really young kid. He had a ridiculous haircut. He was probably maybe 16, but he was so sweet. He had the kindest eyes, and he was just really just like such a young gentleman the whole time. And then at the end, he when the receipt printed, before he handed it to me, took it and folded it 4 times into this tiny little tube and then handed it to me. What service?
Wow. You know I'm going to do that. You know the first thing I'm going to do is fold that fucking receipt. Wow.
Kylie's
So
back.
that's it. Ask her.
Kylie, do you have any Target stories? Like what? Like what?
Come tell one.
Her credit card got stuck in the machine.
Oh my gosh.
And then a poor woman. How'd you know she was poor? She said she was clearly disheveled. Wow, I got a much better story than I ever could have hoped for.
Wow. Everyone has a Target story except Ben. Ben, don't you feel left out now?
I guess I told the Target story last week how it was my first experience with Stroopwafel.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
Target.
That's right.
This episode is sponsored by Target. Okay. Okay.
All right,
We got a
Target
big
Story
company.
Corner has come to a close. Our podcast is so great. We've got Target Story Corner, we have Spindrift Corner. We're just got a lot of corners.
And a lot of sponsors and much money coming in.
So much. We're rich. We are not
That's why
clearly
Hannah has
disheveled.
Sirius XM radio.
Yeah, I got that with podcast money from our sponsors. All right.
Oh,
Homework?
boy.
Homework. Homework?
Yeah, you're first. Do it.
You're first.
Who are you waiting
flip.
for?
Okay. All right. So, as I mentioned, there will be a link in the notes for the show for Geoguessr, but the website is GeoGuessr.com. And
Geoguessr? Those are just
what?
Why did you have to spell that?
Because it doesn't have an ER, Ben.
Yeah.
It just has an R.
Oh, it does?
There's no E.
I thought you spelled
Yes.
it with an ER.
No,
she
okay.
didn't.
I especially accentuated the R.
Arr.
It's true.
Okay.
I didn't know it didn't have an ER until she didn't say ER.
Exactly.
Wow.
I'm doing
Yeah.
a service. This is service journalism.
Servalism.
Servalism. Why don't they call
Without
it that?
an ER.
And my Twitter and Instagram are both at Hanthropology, like the study of people with an H at the beginning of it. I also have another podcast called So Dreamy, where we talk about and listen to dreams. If you go on my Twitter, sometimes I tweet dreams. I had a crazy ass dream that involved Paul F. Tompkins being chased by a hunter for superpowers the other night. And I tweeted that out, and we talk about stuff like that. I think that's it. Erin, what's your homework?
My homework. I wanted to say real quick while I was thinking about it, I have been waking up early more regularly, and since I've been waking up early, I have not remembered a single fucking dream. Yeah. So I don't know what's with that. I haven't remembered a dream in like a month.
Wow. And maybe
Yeah.
it has to do with like what part of your sleep rhythm you're like waking up in.
Yeah, it could be.
Are you feeling
I'm, like-
rested?
Yeah, I'm definitely not getting as much sleep as I could be getting,
Mhm.
and I'm going to change that soon, but when I've been waking up, I've been like awake, and I just am like starting my day.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if I'm not taking the time or if I'm not, I don't know. But it's been sucky.
Aw.
It's not a single one. Not a one of them.
I don't remember my dreams like ever.
Well, I don't know what to tell you,
So
Ben.
it's sucky all the time.
Yeah.
If you started like making an effort, like journaling or something, you probably could start
Well,
remembering.
when we journal, we don't remember anything.
It's a pointless exercise.
I guess maybe next time I wake up, I'll try to like think a little more instead of like thinking about like what I'm about to do. I'll think about like what did I just do? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. But don't feel bad, you know? We have plenty of backlog, so.
Yeah,
There-
I just enjoy having them to remember.
Yeah. I know, me too. I'll help you get your dreams back.
Thanks. That's my dream. My homework, though, is to enjoy spring wherever you are. Maybe you're in a place where it hasn't happened
Hold on.
yet.
Yeah, we have fans in Australia. So enjoy fall.
Right.
Right. Enjoy whatever season. You know, there's something I enjoy about almost every season.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy January and February. Those aren't seasons. Those are months. But find something about the season that you enjoy and find the reason for the season. It's Jesus. I can be found on
Spoiler.
Twitter at Erin Byrne. I can be found eating stroop waffles at my house, and the address is... I'm just kidding. I have a website, erinbyrne.com. Check it.
Check it out.
Check it out. If you're in Durham, hit King's Red and White for Nicola Lacroix La Cola while supplies last.
Yeah. What a weird name, too.
Yeah, it's a lot of names. Nicola Lacroix La Cola.
Yeah.
Is Nicola like another
pick one.
brand that they...
Nicola's like the like section is like the like subcategory
Weird.
of these flavors. Yeah.
It's like where they put like the curate for the other tall guys.
So what
Yeah.
are the other Nicola
Right.
flavors? Are there other ones?
Yeah, there's I meant to mention that there's like a Cubano with like coffee and cola.
Oh.
Gross.
There's a mojito.
Oh, delicious.
Mojito is probably good.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Is
Wow.
Is it me now?
Yeah.
Is it welcome to me now?
Yes, welcome to you again.
My homework is to watch I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson on Netflix. There's like 6 15-minute episodes. They're quick. They're hilarious. You won't regret it. My Twitter Twitter is nicely approved Ben. No burp.
Wow.
No burp.
No burp. No burp.
I don't even know how you spell that. And my Twitch is twitch.tv/DiscoGreg.
Disco Greg.
I streamed a little bit last weekend for the first time in a bit. And if you want a detailed explanation of what No Encounter Manip and Mudkip Manip are in Pokemon Sapphire, check out that thread on my Twitter.
Why are you talking about Manip so much?
Next.
If you want to call us and tell us your Target story, you can reach our voicemail line at 774-326-0420.
Blaze it.
Blaze it. We already did those. You can follow us as a podcast on Twitter at WayTooBroad. You can follow us on Instagram at WayTooBroad. Hopefully soon I should be getting a little bit more free time in my life, so I'll be able to start putting things out on the the Instagram and stuff again, which would be cool. We also have a Facebook group, same story there. You can email us at waytoobroad@gmail.com. And anything that you missed that we said in terms of homework or contact information or anything, you can find on our website at waytoobroad.com for anything you want. www.earnben.com for anything you need. And also, if you had fun today with us, please leave us a review wherever you can leave us one. And if you tell us you did it and stuff, we'll send you a sticker. I think I still have a couple left. So do that.
Yeah. And all communications to us are subject to attorney-client privilege, so just feel safe to reach out.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it means, you know what it means.
Oh,
you know what it means.
We won't tell anybody about what you tell us.
Tell us anything you want.
Yeah. Tell us all your crimes.
We legally won't be able to tell anybody.
Yeah.
So leave us a review.
Are we entrapping someone? Who are we trying to get? Edit this out, Hannah.
Shh. Ben,
edit this out, Hannah.
We'll talk about it after the show. Okay, the podcast candle is now extinguished.
Yeehaw.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so who are we trying to get?
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. We're trying to get Brad Pitt.
Get the pit. #get pit.